Hey everybody, what's going on? Welcome back to another reaction. So, we are checking out LAWLESS by SB19. Now, I know that they have a big performance. They made a historic debut at Lollapalooza, and when I get the chance to react to it, and if there's going to be like a proper video of that and not just fan cams, and if I can react to it without the fear of getting copyright blocked or getting a strike on the channel, I will gladly react to it on the channel. If not, it may be a reaction that I reserve for Patreon, but we'll see what happens. Now, I'm still feeling a little bit sick, as if you checked out my YouTube community post. Been sick for the last week or so, and finally getting a little bit better, but still clearly not completely over this nasty stomach bug that I had. But I have been recording for the last hour and a half or so, so you're going to see a whole bunch of videos pop up, and one of the ones that I was most excited about is LAWLESS by SB19. Now, outside of Lollapalooza, of course, this song is going online, means that it's an unapologetic, rebellious rejection of rigid industry rules and outside validation in favor of authentic self-belief. The track uses the metaphor of being an outlaw on the run to symbolize artistic freedom, resilience, and refusing to be confined by standard expectations, which I feel like is basically something that SB19 has been doing very, very well, and something that Emoji touched on incredibly well as well. So without further ado, if you're interested in some of my other reactions to SB19, check out the playlist somewhere up here. And with that being said, let's get into it. Unfortunately, there's no English subs, only auto-generated, so we'll see what happens. I bet you that phone is now on sale on eBay for an obscene price. Looking at you, nasty fuckers. Looking at you.
Keep your doubts, I'm lawless, better be cautious. No boxes can hold the gods, no. Start a mosh pit. Hey, it ain't common sense. Talking out of pocket, get your car quick. Yeah, hey, you ain't got no authority. Living lawless is my priority. Let it do the damage. Reload your savage. Ooh, let him sing it loud. Tragic, now paint the whole town. The road is rough, the road is tough. Better watch your back in the land of the lawless. Can get enough, but don't get stuck, cause there ain't no love in the land of the lawless. Lawless, lawless, lawless. No love in the land of the lawless. Mga bano, kala mo naglalaro, palabiro, palangino, pero di lalatigo. Tell me what you gonna do when it comes for ya. Tell me what ya get in your head now. Ooh, somebody call the police. Ooh.
I got a kiss from Gucci Man himself, I would be feeling pretty Gucci too. I mean,
Tell me what you gonna do when it comes for ya. Tell me what ya get in your head now. Ooh, somebody call the police. Ooh, we taking everything tonight.
oh, the goat. Yep. I like that it felt like he was about to say run the town. fit with like a Western kind of like vibe, but he said run the tempo. Our own tempo, you know. That makes me think of Gento a little bit. With the gold. Oh, that zucchini's gonna win. Holy shit. I love that no matter what genre SB19 does, like Emoji was like the prime example of it. It was something completely different that I've never heard from them before, but it was as SB19 as SB19 ever was. Same thing here, to be honest. Like, it's a westerny kind of like vibe, obviously. It has a completely different instrumental, but it's as SB19 as the most SB19 song that I've ever heard. Like, honestly, the bridge summarizes SB19 in a nutshell really, really well. I'm always on the run, all these shadows calling out my name, can't nobody hold me down, I was born to break the chains. I'm done, now I'm letting go. This gun gonna let you know, deadlock, it's the last straw, watch me ride and lose control. Like, we took off by doing things that no one thought that we can do. We took off despite the fact that people were shitting on us, because if I remember back when I reacted to Gento, they were receiving a lot of backlash from their own community, if I'm not mistaken, that accused them basically of imitating K-pop. They were getting insulted on their appearance and their class. Trolls targeted the members with demeaning remarks about their looks and backgrounds before fame. Online discussions highlight ongoing fan-base rivalries and gatekeeping from purists in local music scenes who question mainstream pop success. Critics bashed them early on for adopting an idol group training style, claiming they merely copied K-pop acts rather than offering something authentic. If you can look at something like Gento and say that there's no authenticity to SB19, you are out of your motherfucking mind, to be honest. And it's like, no matter what we do, people are always going to talk their shit. The shadows will always be there. All these shadows calling out my name. Pablo and Josh, the first verse, I'm an outlaw on the run. The road is brutal. Being an outlaw on the run is like being someone who is free from the confinements of the music industry or within any limitations. Being an outlaw means doing things your way. The road is brutal because by being an outlaw, you make it more difficult on yourself to make bank, to be more popular, to be your authentic self, and yet they still made it. Case in point, literally just performing at Lollapalooza. Watch your mouth, I don't need anyone's approval, keep your doubts, I'm lawless, better be cautious. No boxes can hold the gods. There's no box in which you can confine me in. Like, I don't fit under any box. I'm not trying to be someone else. I'm not trying to imitate anyone else. I'm just doing me to the best of my abilities. The line, "There ain't no law in the land of the lawless," kind of puts this music video in a really interesting perspective, because from the very beginning, Pablo enters the screen and he's greeted by a finger gun, almost like by toxic fans or something like that, but he's ready for it with the happy birthday dynamite stick that literally turns the hate into like this celebration. So it's almost like we're celebrating the hate in a way. Like if somebody's hating us, it's almost like bad publicity is good publicity. Then there's like the ice cream scene. There's almost like this makes me think of like an idol image in a way, clean shaven, and then there's like the fingernails with Stell, if I'm not mistaken. Him licking the screen, honestly, I'm not really sure what to make of that. The fact that he licks the screen as literally seconds after there's a cake that Josh grabs, but somebody else eats it off of his hand. Like being lawless and getting your hands dirty to remain who you are, and yet somebody still eats literal cake off of your hand, kind of makes me think that SB19 is like looked at as like some variation of like these, I don't know if the word is God or like desirable kind of beings in a way, because it seems like no matter what we do, because of our confidence, and I mean cowboys and like outlaws, lone rangers and all that stuff, it's something that people always gravitate towards. Anti-heroes is something people always gravitate towards. So it's almost like an ultimate kind of like clapback. It's not about us like breaking rules or anything like that. It's about us being fully unapologetically ourselves. We don't care about who we offend with our music or with our image, because regardless, somebody is always going to be offended. And the line, "There is no love in the land of the lawless," it's almost like the price that you have to pay to remain free. By saying there's no love in the land of the lawless, it's SB19 needs to be like the villains in their own story. They need to be the, I guess, the renegades or whatever, in order to maintain their creative and artistic freedom. Because like they're being incredibly antagonizing in this music video. Like you see Josh in this scene with the lollipop, his demeanor, the demeanor just in general in this music video. You see the goat as well, which is, you could look at it as like a cocky way of SB19 being like, we're the goats, we're the greatest of all time. Or maybe it's just like we have our belief that we can be the greatest of all time, and we're not afraid of admitting that. Like, just because we want to be the greatest of all time is not a knock on us. It's not us being cocky, it's just being incredibly ambitious, maybe. And literally Pablo is the goat in this case, right? At times they almost look like some sort of like mobsters or something like that. It's like Western meets like a Guy Ritchie movie. It's like Western meets the Gentleman or something like that. Like I'm not really sure how to explain it. But it's like we are not afraid of being the villains in the story, because that's how we can maintain our own integrity in a way. So if that's what it takes, that's what we'll be. So they are literally kind of like wreaking havoc, you know. And even like the cigarette is very, very interesting. Almost like representing something that is taboo, that is not an idol-like thing to do, right? I feel like there's a lot of emphasis of like SB19 kind of like breaking norms and basically giving like a giant middle finger to everything that they're supposed to be, right? From like even the visuals with like the razor, it makes me think of like clean shaving, the nails. It's almost like a certain image that needs to be maintained, a clean image. Like a perfect doll or something like that, if you're an idol, you're supposed to be like the ultimate, like purest fucking soul, sunshine and rainbows coming out of your ass, and that's pretty much it. When in reality, we are nothing but the norm. We're anything but the norm. And in order for us to kind of like drive that point across, we need to ruffle some feathers, and that's exactly what we're doing basically in this music video. So those are my 2 cents. I'm not really sure. Let me know in the comment section your thoughts about this, but I thought the song itself was pretty dang dope. Again, the instrumental was awesome. It was so nice to see that kind of style from SB19. I love that they're never afraid to experiment and go all out on a concept that they haven't done before, or at least I don't remember them going into before. And I had a lot of fun with this music video. It was a blast, both to the ears and also to the eyes. So I hope you guys enjoyed this reaction. If you did, as always, make sure to like this video. Comment your thoughts on the Lollapalooza stuff if you're interested, which I would hope that most of you are. But if there is a way for me to react to it without getting blocked, I would definitely take that opportunity. So I'm not sure how soon it will happen. It'll probably take a little bit of time. But if you're interested, make sure to comment, and I'll catch you all next time. See ya.